Right now, there's a young man going viral for a particular video that he made in his car. So viral that even Tasha K posted this young man on her page. And the content that he's talking about is interesting.
You know you're growing as a man when you realize girls don't excite you no more. And not in a way to where it's like you're not attracted to them, but to the point where it's like you're lusting or you're just looking at their body or you're thinking of the next body you're getting. Like, once you are not interested in that anymore, you realize you've grown. Like, I'll hear certain conversation like, damn, my hunch fat, or damn, like, I'm trying to get in now, or I'm trying to kill that. It's like, nah, bro. It's like, I'm so past that now. And it's crazy because I used to be that person to really be interested in that, to really be like, you know, interested in just cracking all the joints I can and just filling that void that was never going to get filled. And now I'm just at a point where it's like, I don't really care. If it's not something I'm actually building, like, what are we talking about? Like, I could be making money right now. I could be having ideas. I could be working right now. Like, that's where my brain is currently. I'm trying to build an empire. Like, certain things just don't get me going anymore. And that's just one of them. Feel me? I guess that's just a part of growth, bro.
So this was interesting because the way that she captioned it, straight man goes viral after admitting women don't excite him anymore. And the way that it is positioned is like, if you're just looking at this, okay, the guy is gay, he likes men now. But if you really listen to what he's saying, he's talking about a change, all right? And basically, he used to look at women in a different way, like, you know, like most young guys, wanting to meet, wanting to date, wanting to clap, and he would be excited to do these things. And that's why you see this X post. So he's just now discovering self-control and mature enough to see women as more than just sex objects. And that's one way to look at it. All he was looking for women was just sex. But here is really the wider context. And this is something that I'm noticing from younger black men than in my generation. These guys, the difference between when he was coming up and when I was coming up, and even into my 30s, is even if you thought women were sex objects, and if that's the bare minimum, okay? And in my times, I think guys had a lot more value for women than these dudes do. We was a generation going to the club. We was spending money. We was buying drinks. If you had enough money to buy tables, you was buying tables. Like, that's what you were trying to do. You were really trying to get it in with women, right? This is what you were trying to do. These guys are not even interested as much in clapping. Like, when you listen to these guys talk now, guys like him, he has to be no younger than 30. Like, guys of my generation at 30 did not even talk like this. So they're not even interested in the clap session. And if you're not interested in the clap session, you're not interested in paying for no dates. You're not interested in paying for no bills. You're not interested in even getting into relationships. Nothing. Guys are looking at, I could be taking use of my time for money, which is something that a guy that if you look at your body as you get older, you know, when your testosterone get lower, it's easy for you to make this decision. You know, you don't really hear a guy that is probably in the prime of his life, 27, 28, still physically healthy like that, talk like this. And what has really happened is, and a lot of folks don't understand is, when this person says, oh, you don't see women more as sex objects, of course, women are more than just sex objects. We're not debating that. The issue is, to a lot of young men, women are not even sex objects anymore. At the very minimum, okay? They're not even worth these guys. Some of these dudes are talking like this, not even worth their time. Like, look, I'll go and engage in self-clapalization. I'll go watch it on OnlyFans. I'll do all of this. And see, this is what y'all don't want to talk about. This is what y'all don't want to mention. When young men start talking like this, there is no relationships that's ever going to happen. You're not going to get relationships. It's not going to occur. Like so many men around the world are feeling like this. Like even in Uganda, and this is important. This is very important for me to say this. 30 years ago, most guys would be married. Okay. You hear so many men in this part of the world, Uganda, Kenya. I don't feel like getting married. I don't want to pay bride price. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It's not worth it for me. I'm not feeling like, for my efforts, I'm not getting what I want. And let me just tell you this. If you are, and I'm gonna just say it like this, like for me, I live in Uganda, power goes out a lot. And let's say if you got a girlfriend, you're dating them, let's say a woman comes over, let's say she comes over, you talk for like 1 or 2 hours, okay? Because there's no 24-hour gym, there's a 24-hour grocery store. You literally, if you want to maximize your day, you literally have to give up a part of your productivity for those few hours to be with her. And then let's say if you're a person that makes a lot of money, that compounds that time loss. It compounds, okay? So this is the same thing with a lot of men right now. Dealing with women, even non-sexually, compounds, because that time that you're dealing with her, it's 2 hours, right? But just think you deal with her another day, 1 hour. So you've lost 3 to 4 or 5 hours, all that time. And then with that 5 hours of actual work, that could have compounded into like 20 hours of productivity, as time went on. You would be ahead of your work. But dealing with her, you didn't get anything. That's not how guys used to think in the past. That's not how men used to prioritize it. We would be like, look, you'd be so happy to see your girlfriend or woman. Look, I'm trying to find a way to get off work to come home and come see you. And that ain't how dudes looking at it now. And in reality is that why are men to this point? Because what men are saying, and y'all don't want to hear this, we're gonna keep it real. You're not adding no value to me, okay? You're not adding any value. I don't get anything from you. Like, you want a lot. It's not worth what I'm getting. I don't like your attitude. You're not listening to what I want. You don't care what I want. I'm wasting my time when I deal with you. And you can come back and say everything that you want to say about these men. Oh, they're gay. Oh, you guys like each other. You can say it all you want. I mean, if you want to say that, go ahead and say it. I mean, that's what you can say. Want to know what you can't say? That what these men are talking about is not changing how they feel. That is what you cannot say. And this is only getting worse. The value for less and less and less of the young men at this point in their life, it shouldn't be like this. Men should be looking to go out there and try to actually compete to get women. Like, that's what we've always done as men. We try to go out there, try to earn. Okay, now I'm earning. All right, now I got enough money to go out there and make sure I'm fly, make sure I'm looking good, make sure I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? All right, look, let me go out there and try to get with some of these ladies. I want to get married, have a family, something like that. That's how it was. I mean, I'm in the last generation that I saw that. Like, a lot of stuff that dudes was trying to do, trying to get on, trying to get money, because you wanted that wife. Like, when I was coming up in the black community, you wanted that woman. You wanted a woman that you could take to your church, have a wife and everything like that. I'm around like the last generation of all that. That's no longer the case. It ain't even like I want a girlfriend. It ain't even like I don't even want to sleep with you. Like, I look past you and be like, did that before. It's not worth it. It's those kind of problems. And again, that's the kind of stuff you think about when you get like 40. And again, a lot of these dudes are already like, people are so sexualized, they're already clapped out. Like, that's the problem. People are already clapped out. They've already done everything. They feel like ain't no conversation with these young chicks. They're not gonna get nowhere. Why am I talking to her? Why am I dealing with her? She get on my nerves. And then another thing too, if these black men in your community don't find you that valuable, it's really gonna be hard. And I'm not trying to be mean. It's really gonna be hard for other people to change their mentality about you. And I know a lot of people are not gonna like that. If these young black men are thinking about our women like this, young women like this shows a big, big problem. This is problematic. This is a very, very big problem. And if young women do not understand compromise, what these young men want to be in relationships, hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's easy to say, well, look, I don't need y'all anyway. I'm gonna just do my thing. And that's easy to say that. That is very easy to say that until it starts happening. Until it starts happening. Guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea D. Jackson back at it again. Another episode of Let's Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We out.